24 minutes before 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to talk about one of Ocala's treasures, that is Webster University. Michael Fallon is here with Patricia Sokol, and they are here to answer questions about Webster University and everything they offer over there and what's new over there and the events coming up. So good morning, Michael Fallon and Patricia Sokol. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in. And Patricia, no mic. There you go. Now it's on.
Okay.
Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
And when Michael realized there was a camera, he said, no, I am not wearing the pink headphones. You get them. I don't blame him.
That's right.
Yes, I had the pink headphones.
Yes, you do.
We've got to maintain our manliness, right,
Absolutely,
Michael?
absolutely.
Yeah. See, they don't mind dressing in pants, but we're not going to put a skirt on.
No.
It's just the way
Exactly.
it is. Right. Well, thank you for coming in. Now, can I ask you your title? Are you community relations? Is that true for both of you? Or
No, I'm the community relations coordinator.
Okay.
And Dr.
And I'm a business advisor and faculty. I teach also.
You teach, okay. And I thought so. And Michael, are you a teacher also?
No.
No. Okay. Does Webster University attract a certain type of student? Like, do you have nurses or medical more than any others? Or
No, actually, we attract more of the working adult. Our programs are graduate programs in fields of business and counseling. So a lot of our students are those who are working in those fields or trying to work in those fields to better themselves. We deal with a lot of people that have been kind of at a plateau in their career where they want to advance, and that master's degree kind of gives them that competitive edge.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, Patricia instructs in the counseling program. And our counseling program, which is very popular, the Master of Arts in Counseling, we have a large professional mental health major there, which a lot of students go into work in the local community.
And is that part of what you do too? Do you connect the students who are soon to graduate with a job placement somewhere? Is that part?
In the counseling area, we do help them a lot with internship and practicum. In the business area, we try to, it's not as easy in Ocala as in other areas. We do have a career center online where we help to give them the skills. So if they haven't interviewed in a long time or they haven't written a resume, but now they've completed their master's degree, we kind of get them ready for the next step in their career.
How long has Webster been around?
Well, we have been in Ocala for 15 years, coming up this Friday, which is pretty impressive.
Oh, it's your anniversary.
Yeah.
All right.
We started in 1915 in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
We're one of about 100 extended campuses.
And what gap did coming to Ocala 15 years ago, what was missing that we needed?
Well, when you talk to some of the, old-timers, if you would, in the system,
that's us.
when we first came to Ocala, and this is actually something that Dr. Tom Janke, our regional director, he actually began the Ocala campus 15 years ago. He has told me numerous times that Ocala didn't really have a market for master's degrees because a lot of the companies and organizations here didn't know how to even pay for master's degrees. It's something that had to kind of evolve on its own. So I believe 15 years ago we kind of helped to bring it to Ocala and hopefully better the local area for that matter.
Right. And the jobs that could be filled by somebody with a master's degree, do we have more of them now in Marion County than we did maybe 20 years ago?
Gosh, I would hope so.
I think so.
You think
I
so?
think so
Yeah.
too. Yeah. And the ideal part of Webster is that you can keep your full-time job and go to school because our classes are at night from 5:30 to 9:30, or online in the business side. You can take online classes, but we are regionally accredited. That's the magic word. You want to make sure that you're going to a school, online classes or classes that are in person, that is a regionally accredited school.
Now, how does the online thing affect you as a teacher? I mean,
I could teach online.
do you?
I have not yet. I am preparing myself to do that. I'm an old person. I have to get
Okay, and I'm with you because I'm trying to figure out how this works.
Yes.
So maybe Michael.
Michael has taken online courses.
Is it like Skype? Are you literally sitting in front of a teacher?
Well,
or is it?
they use a lot of different methods,
Okay.
but you do end up doing a little bit of instruction on your own. So you do a lot of reading. Types of classes would be where you have interaction with other classmates through postings and blogs, those types of applications. But they do take excerpts of classes and post them online, like video clips for certain sections. But a lot of it is self-paced instruction. So you're actually learning it at your own pace, where the instructor or facilitator is asking for feedback and helping you to kind of form your thoughts in the subject area.
Okay.
But it's still a 9-week term, so if you are not online, the instructor, we get copies of what they call the midterm, you have a danger of failure. They'll let you know if you're not keeping up, if you're not actually getting in there and making your posts and making your comments and submitting your papers online, then the instructor will let you know that too. So you'll
can a student have a scholarship? Do you help with scholarships, or do you help with financial aid, or is it just strictly up to the student?
Well, at the graduate level, it's difficult to get a scholarship. We take any outside scholarships, of course, but we do help with financial aid, and that's available to those who qualify.
Oh, okay.
Do you bring special people in for the master's program? Because I know a young lady that she went over to England just in June, and she got her master's in the music profession. Now, is that normal for a person coming over here from abroad?
We do get some foreign students, absolutely. The advantage with our school locally would be that it's good for a working adult, but we do get some students in from overseas. We do like that global perspective, though. It's very popular right now in the business world, especially. We have some pretty cool global programs, hybrid programs, where students can take 6 weeks online and do a 1-week study abroad. We actually do have that's our only scholarship that I know of at the moment.
Wow.
That helps to enable you to take those classes overseas, which is pretty cool.
That is nice.
Does Webster have more than one campus in town, or just one?
just one campus in town, yes.
And that's on 200, right?
Well, it used to be on 200 in the Colors Plaza, but we've moved over to the Heathbrook, is that called? I call it the Dillards.
Market Street.
Oh, you're over there.
Market Street in Heathbrook.
Across from Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful new facility.
Oh,
We've been there just over a year.
Jeez. Okay, yes, I've seen it. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
nice
good.
and spacious.
All right, we have a telephone call. Let's go to the phone. Michael Fallon and Patricia Sokol are here from Webster University. Thank you for being patient with us. You're on the air. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
With the tuition costs, is there a difference between online and classroom tuition costs?
Yes, there is. There is a difference between online and on classroom.
And which one would be the lesser? It's probably online, huh?
No, actually, in class is
really?
less. Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Well, there's technology fees for the online that's pretty costly. Online platform we use is through the Blackboard system, and that actually costs us quite a bit of money to run.
Oh.
So
I learned on the Blackboard system.
Me too. They were black too.
Dusty. But
Dusty, yeah.
I think for the value of the in-class, if you can attend in-class, it's really worth it.
Okay.
What is your enrollment now?
Our current enrollment in our graduate programs, gosh, I don't have an exact number on it. Do you have any idea? Our counseling program is probably our largest, followed by our MBA program, but hundreds, I just don't know exactly what.
Oh, wow. And is it equally split between the online students and the...
No, more in-class students.
More in-class students, okay. Again, if you're just tuning in, Patricia Sokol and Michael Fallon are here. We're talking about Webster University. Let's talk about some of the courses that are offered that maybe will pique somebody's interest. Somebody say, "Oh, I mean, do you have that too, where people will say, you know what, I'm not so sure about the masters and all that, but I always wanted to learn how to fill in the blank." Yeah.
Particularly in the counseling field, if someone is moving into Florida, and Florida does not, in licensure, we really don't recognize other states' licenses. So usually the person has to take 2-3 classes, whatever is required, in order to get a Florida state license for as a licensed mental health professional. So we offer those, and people come in, they're non-degree students that come in, take those classes that they need, get the credits they need, then get their license so that they can practice as a licensed mental health professional in Florida. On the business side, you can take whatever class. We have an MBA, a master's in management leadership, human resource management. So if there's something that you would specifically like to or interested in, you look at the online catalog, you can always register, come to class. You don't have to be a degree-seeking student. We don't have too many on the business. I haven't know that we have too many on the business side. Usually it's on the counseling side.
And that's what you are And that's what you are there for, because you said that you are a business advisor.
Yes. So as new students come in to our open house, I sit down with them and they'll say, okay, I'm interested in this. And I say, okay, what do you want to do with your degree? Where are you going? What do you want to do? And then I help them decide on whether it should be an MBA, management leadership, or in human resources. And we've set out a program plan for how they can accomplish that in the shortest length of time. And just get them going.
Oh, wow. And do you have businesses asking you to kind of give them a tip if you got an ace? Do you have somebody who's acing in this category?
We do get a lot of calls from local businesses asking for graduates. It's pretty interesting because we've kind of developed this program here in Ocala, and people are used to us now. So both in counseling and business, employers call and say, hey, can you recommend someone, or can you post this on campus so we can get one of your graduates?
Right. When I was younger, I don't know if you know this, Patricia, but I used to play music at colleges, and I toured the East Coast, basically.
Oh, wow.
Does Webster have, and that was always a student activities committee or something like that, does Webster have that kind of, in other words, does it have the normal extra stuff that you associate with the bigger universities?
To a certain extent, we actually do. We have some great activities. Just recently, we had an amazing alum welcome party. So our graduates, we have a full-scale graduation ceremony every year in Ocala. So if you do attend classes here in Ocala, you can walk in front of your peers and family. It's so amazing. But we had a welcome party from the Alum Association for the graduates. And we invited all the students to come to farewell to our classmates that are graduating.
Oh, nice.
And we had a huge attendance. It was at the Courtyard Marriott. Food, fun, music. We had dancing. It was phenomenal. So we still have activities, even though we are kind of a focused evening program for that person that works. What's nice about the program, though, is you can still have a life. You're not just going to school.
Yeah, right.
So you still have things like that, extracurricular activities.
Yeah. And so there's no morning classes at all?
No morning.
No.
Okay. It's strictly evening.
Strictly evening.
Oh, wow. I guess that part just escaped me until just now.
Yeah.
When somebody would apply, would there be like some guidance in advance? Like, here's what you should do beforehand. Make sure you get these things in order.
Oh, yes. Well, Michael has a great information packet.
Oh, good.
Here we go. Well, typically, a student would have to have a bachelor's degree from a regionally accredited institution for acceptance into our school. Okay, with that degree and a minimum GPA, it's fairly easy to get into these programs. They're very much an open admissions university. Once you get in, though, it is a little strict. You can't flunk out. You can't get too many bad grades. Otherwise, you are out of the program.
Oh, really?
But we want to make sure you learn. We're definitely a teaching institution. We're not a research-based institution. So our programs are designed to get you through in the shortest amount of time with the most amount of information to enable you to, proceed with the rest of your life. So our MBA, for example, is only 36 credit hours. So if you were to go 2 nights a week, you could be done in just over a year.
Oh, wow.
Phenomenal.
And should a student, after they get their bachelor's, should they come and jump right in to get their master's, or should they put some time?
No, you can do it either way. There are two schools of thought. One is that you're already in the study mode, so keep going with school. The other is, maybe you want to get some experience. However, Webster, one of the wonderful things about Webster is that it's real life situation. All of the instructors have either been very excelled in the field that they are teaching in, or currently working in that field, so that everything is more experience based, and it's a different kind of learning. It's a learning that I think that really resonates with adults, particularly because it's more experience based, and you can say, oh yeah, I can apply this to what I'm doing at work. So that I think that makes a difference.
What you learn on Monday, you can apply at work on Tuesday, which is phenomenal.
That is incredible.
I'm trying to imagine the family, where both parents say, you know what, I want to go back to school. Well, we can't both go because we've got the children at home. Do you have that situation where?
Well, we do, but they could have alternate night classes, and
so there's a way around it. Is it 7 days a week?
4 nights per week right now, Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
We don't have classes on Fridays. But if you wanted to go part-time, you'd only be 1 night per week. And we still have breaks in between terms, so you can still go on vacation, and you can still have a life and have your weekends. You do have to do a little studying and homework. But
so if you were a family, one person could go one night, and then the other could go another night, because the classes meet one night a week for 9 weeks.
Oh,
it's
okay.
a 9-week term, one night a week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty doable that way. You just have to really work hard and be self-disciplined to get the work done in between classes, because the instructors require you to have certain readings done, papers written, and turned in on time. The other thing I wanted to mention about the learning situation, when we want students to succeed, we really try to work with them. But in graduate school, it's either an A or a B. If you get a C, that's not good. So you can't be a C student and graduate. If you get 2 C's, you're out.
You're done.
Yeah, you're on academic probation if you get 1 C.
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
Wow.
Because that means we need to help you. Something's going right. Do you need a tutor? What's going on? And we'll work with you. And we've got some great resources through Webster on the online writing center and some other things that we can do to help students if they're struggling, if they're having a hard time.
And I'm guessing at that point in our lives, we become aware of the importance of being serious about our education. So it probably doesn't happen that often. Am I right?
Yes, it doesn't. Not so
very
much.
often. And remember, if you're going for your master's in human resources management, you're very interested in that subject area. It's almost like something fun for you to do the homework.
Yeah. It's interesting because when you work with someone in human resources, I guess you don't realize the amount of education that they needed in order to get that position.
Yeah.
You know, there's probably a lot of things in life that are that way. You just take somebody for granted, well, you must have absorbed this information somehow. I don't know.
From the air.
Yeah.
When a person is in high school, they can do dual enrollment in college. Does that happen, for the people that are already in college getting their BA, and then can they attend the master's courses simultaneously?
No, unfortunately, you have to have
It's good news, actually.
You have to have that conferred degree to get in. But it's not like, in high school, of course, I did dual enrollment. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, nice.
That was to get ahead. And, at this level, there's really no getting ahead. It's coming in and doing the entire degree.
Right. Do you like the new location? Not to be a superficial question here, but do you like it there?
Oh yeah,
Love
it's
it.
very
It's
nice.
great.
Very nice.
Do you have something planned for the anniversary?
We do this Friday. We're going to actually have quite a big party starting at 4, running till 7, and we're going to have food and games, prizes. We're going to have a couple classrooms set up as mock graduate school classrooms.
Okay.
So we'll actually have Dr. Sokol will be in one of those doing some little tiny lectures to kind of give you a taste of what it's like to be at graduate school.
Okay.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of folks come in from out of town. All of our global network of campuses, we have over 100, so we have people coming in from different campuses to be there in attendance. Our mascot will be there, the Gorlock.
Oh, now what does he look like, or she, or
It's a
Gorlock?
I guess it's a he. He has the stealth of a cheetah, the face of a Saint Bernard, and the horns of a buffalo.
Sounds like something from the Bible. Except Al Gore's in there somewhere. I'm not really sure. Well, it's called the Gorlock, right?
The Gorlock.
The Gorlock.
Okay. Well, the name came from our main campus. The 2 cross streets at our main campus is Gore and Lockwood.
Oh,
so that's how we
nice.
got the name.
Okay.
This is really a blessing to business owners, because they would probably be apt to hire someone that has a master's before someone that has a bachelor's then.
Absolutely, right.
Yeah.
And in better economic times in the past, we have actually had businesses that approached Webster, and we would have a cohort, a group of people, of their employees that they would support, that would actually go through the program. And we're hoping that as the economy turns, that we'll get back to doing that, because it builds a lot of esprit de corps with the employees. It gives them the degree. The business owner wins out because they have then they have actually taken their current employees and have raised them up so that they can do the jobs that they need them to do, and they don't have to go out and spend the money on recruitment and interviewing and hiring and training and whatever.
Is there a cap on how many students can attend per 9-week course per day?
Per class?
Per class,
class.
yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We gap out at 18, but typically our classes are smaller than that.
Less for counseling.
Right,
Yeah,
counseling
15. But if we have more, then we have to set up a second class. So
nobody loses then. You
no,
always accommodate
we'll
everybody.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, that's one of the things we can do. But with counseling, because we do so much hands-on, I really want, and most of the instructors work with like this, you want the student to know what it's like to be a client. So our simulations are real life. They're not necessarily role playing.
Oh my gosh.
So we have to have it small enough that they can actually be able to, we can grade those competencies that they get in counseling. So it's real important. But yeah, we're very flexible. We can just put on another class.
Another night.
Oh, that's outstanding.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Before we end, Patricia Sokol and Michael Fallon are here, and they're answering questions about Webster University. I would imagine there's probably another way to get more information, maybe a website or something, or a booklet or something.
Webster.edu
Okay.
/Ocala. Takes you right to our local campus website.
All right.
Our phone number is 352-861-9330. You can hit us up on Facebook at Webster Ocala, and stop in. Our Market Street to hit
Twitter and stuff that I don't do.
But you do Facebook.
I do Facebook. I haven't learned Twitter yet. I still have to learn. Michael, you'll have to teach me.
Yeah, I'll have to teach you one.
Well, Doctor, you are an extremely moving force in our community because you've worked with the children in our community, the children that have been abused and neglected. You've worked with their families, and now you're working with the people that weren't in those situations, that they want to move ahead to help others.
Yeah.
They really are learning a lot from you because you've actually lived it all these years.
Well, thank you. Yes, I love teaching. I love mentoring. I love bringing people to the point where they can actually carry on. I mean, you can only do so much as one person, but you can do a lot when you teach other people.
Well, and the one commonality, I think, between all the things that we know you for is trying to get people from one place to a better place.
Exactly.
If they're being abused, I mean, you want to get them out of there. If they're, a bachelor's degree, you want to get them to the master's degree.
Right. So that they can move on with and be happy with their lives too, and move up, in the career ladder.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have people that might have bachelors in two separate areas and then they get masters in each of those areas at the same time, or is that not the smart way to do things?
Well, you can. We offer a dual degree where you actually go for longer hours and get two. We I usually try to advise that you would get a sequential degree. If you were getting a degree in human resource management, for instance, and then you wanted to go an MBA because that would really look good, a second master's degree, then we would call that a sequential degree, and the number of required hours is reduced because you don't have to take the electives. The electives you already had. So instead of 36 hours, it would be 27 as long as you had those prerequisites. MBA always requires 9 hours of prerequisites. So if you didn't have a bachelor's degree in business and could waive out of those prereqs, those would be an addition. But basically, you could do it then in 27 hours instead of 36, and you would actually have two master's degrees.
You make it so exciting and so hands-on, like you were saying earlier. This should make everybody want to go back to school.
Absolutely. You're never too old to learn.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm an old woman, so I'm
you're not that old.
And I'm going to learn Twitter, so there.
No, you're not that old. Now, is the party open to the public? See, this is why I'm focused on the party.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the food.
It's open to the public?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely open to the public. That evening, it's going to be pretty crazy there. We'll have lots of things going on. If you decide to apply for one of our graduate programs, we're going to waive all the application fees as well, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
Nice.
I'll be there. Patricia Sokol will be there. We'll have a lot of faculty, staff, alums, and community leaders in the building and downstairs. We're going to be upstairs and downstairs. We're also going to have a blood mobile for blood donations, and we're doing the cell phone drive for a 911 cell phone bank. So we're trying to do a little bit of community service.
And that's this Friday, right?
This Friday from 4 to 7.
From 4 to 7, okay. And so a good opportunity to see Webster and get a feel for what you would be going through if you signed up as a student.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Be wonderful.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for coming in. And again, the website is webster.edu/Ocala.
/Ocala.
/Ocala. And the phone number is?
352 861-9330.
Okay, excellent. Michael Fallon, nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Sounds like you've got your act together. Patricia Sokol, I know you do, so thank you for coming in and sharing your knowledge with us. And
thank you so much for having us.
We will take a little break and be right back.
Habitat for Humanity of Marion County is a ministry dedicated to improving lives by providing affordable and decent housing. Help them help others by visiting the Habitat for Humanity Ocala home store on Northwest 27th Avenue.